Hey guys, it's Matt here from Kentucky Life, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to get your junker ready for the interstate. I just got back on a 10-hour trip in this thing, and obviously if you're road tripping something on the interstate that has no business being on the interstate, you're going to want to check some things out first. Alright, so I'm back here under the rear axle, and you're going to want to check your rear differential fluid. All you got to do is this plug right here. You can stick the end of a 3/8 ratchet. It'll fit right back in that hole and it should spin right out. Alrighty, I got the plug pulled out here, and you're gonna want it to be filled right to the bottom of this fill hole here. And you can stick your finger back in there and I'm good to go. That's full all the way to the top. While you're under here, you can go ahead and check your U-joints. Just grab your drive shaft and give her a shake. I just replaced these so there's no play at all. There's one back here, and there's one up there on the back of the transmission. All right, moving forward here, we're gonna check our transmission fluid. If you've got a manual, it should check the same way as your rear axle. There's a plug right here. Go ahead and pull that loose, and you can stick your finger down there and feel for the level. If you've got an automatic, it's gonna be a little different. First thing you're gonna wanna do is start your truck up and run her through each gear just for a second. With the engine still running, come out here and find your transmission dipstick. Pull her out. Go ahead and wipe her off and stick her back down in there. Make sure you do this after your transmission's already warmed up. You can see you've got a hot mark and a cold mark, but I like to do mine warm. You can see this one's pulled up. Last thing we're going to check under here is our steering. Go ahead and get down and shake your tie rods. Make sure you ain't got any play in that. Idler arm, pitman arm. Make sure you don't have any play down here or something that's going to come loose on you. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and grease while you're down here. Alrighty, moving under the hood. Obviously you're going to want to check your oil, power steering, brake fluid, check your air filter, check your belt here. We're looking for any cracks or places where it's been worn down. If it's squeaking, you know it's time to replace it. Make sure your battery's tied down good. Yeah, that looks good. For your oil, pretty straightforward. Pull her out, wipe her off with a rag and stick her back down in there. And this one's full. Same deal with power steering. Wipe her off and stick her back in. This one's full too. Again, if you've got a standard, you want to go ahead and check your clutch fluid here. Make sure that there's something in there. That looks good. If you want to get real fancy, you can go ahead and charge up your AC compressor. Of course, mine doesn't work, and if yours does, I would question if you're actually driving a crap box. Brake fluid's easy. On this one, it's got these little see-through panels that you can see the fluid through. This one's kind of dark. You can shine a light from the other side and you'll see the fluid a little easier. Almost forgot to mention, make sure you've got coolant, both in your overflow tank. This one has marks on the side, right here. And with the engine cold, go ahead and pull your radiator cap. And that looks all right. Go ahead and pull your air filter out. This one actually needs replaced. It's supposed to be this color. And you can see this one's turning black, so I need to get me a new one of them. Go ahead and check your tires. You can take a penny, stick that in there, anything above Lincoln's head, and you're good to go. Especially if you're going out of state, you want to make sure all your lights are working. Turn signals, headlights. And especially you're going to want to check these license plate lights. Cops love to get you for these. You can see I've already got one out, so I'm going to have to change that. A couple small things. You're going to want to make sure your wipers are in good shape. You don't want to be blind going 80 mile an hour down the interstate. And bring as many tools as you can. I got sockets here. I got pliers, screwdrivers. I got my scanner there. And bring replacements if you can. Bring oil, bring tires. I've been stranded before, blew a cooler line out. I managed to fix it, but I was still stuck because I didn't have fluid to go back in it. So bring as much fluid as you can. And the last few are optional. make sure your stereo's working. You're gonna be in here for hours at a time. You're not gonna wanna be staring in silence. So I paid $20 for this over at Walmart, and it's been a good one. So just spend the extra money and it'll be worth it. Last thing you can do is just clean it up in here. You don't want to be riding in filth and holding your breath for hours on end. You can see I've already been on my trip and it's full up with junk. See, I got windows and everything in here. But before you leave, clean her up. Clean your windows. Put you some Armor All on there. Make her smell nice. And you should be good to go. Well, that should be about it. Let me know down in the comments there if there's anything I missed. And obviously, use your brain. Don't take anything out that's going to get you or someone else killed. And y'all have a good trip and safe travels. For the love of God, bring some duct tape.